cooking. Cooking, cooking, cooking. Cooking, cooking, cooking. Multi-camera angles. Turkey ragu with white cabbage linguine. Da, 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 da. This is what we're making. Oh, yes. Turkey ragu with white cabbage linguine, courtesy of Tom Kerridge, Lose Weight for Good book. I haven't made this before, and we're just going to try it since people wanted a Storpey cooking video, so that's what we're going to play. That's what we're going to do. The first things first, we need to preheat the oven to fan 180. I think we need to take the other camera for that, don't we, to show you what we're doing. Right, here's our oven. I turn it round to there for the fan setting, and then I turn this round to 180, which is there. How about that? 180. And that starts off. Aren't we off to a good start? Yeah, so this is cooking with Storpey, and it's just going to be me yakking on for absolutely ages while we cook. First things first, preheat the oven to fan 180. Line a deep-lipped baking tray with baking parchment. Whoops, I haven't done that yet. Let's do that first. So I hope you're all doing all right. It's been quite a long time since we've done one of these, and this is a long recipe by the look of it. So there's going to be editing involved, there's going to be all sorts of shit involved. Line it with baking parchment. Alright, let's do that. I prefer cutting it because there we go, because that's a lot easier. I'm trying to rip it on the bloody thing that it provides you with. Okay. Put it that way around. There we go, lined. That's how we do that. So spread the turkey mince out evenly on the lined baking tray and cook on the top shelf of the oven for 40 minutes. So, spread the turkey mince out evenly on that. They always give you a little bit of weird paper here, and I never quite understand why, because you can't recycle it. It doesn't do anything, it just stops the turkey touching the majority of the plastic, but whatever. What am I doing with these? See, the trouble with this today, I haven't washed up from last night's dinner, and I haven't got any space to do anything. There we are. That'll do it. Get that bit off. I'm always a bit of a, what's it called when it comes to these as well, a bit of a, not germaphobe, but just, put that in the bin. Always a bit of a, kind of, I want to wash everything after I've been using it. Let me just wash my hands. Yeah, raw chicken and raw turkey and stuff, I'm not a big fan. There we go. That's that. Obviously, you know, the classic cook approach of wipe your wet hands on your clothes in order to dry them. So we need to even this out, don't we? Let's turn it around that way so you can see what's going on, hopefully. Yes. How does that look? Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I'm using two cameras that I've had for a long time. I think we'll use this, my trusty, what's it called? And we need to spread it out evenly. So to break it up a bit first. Turkeys are, if you didn't know, officially one of the funniest animals in the animal kingdom. They are made of delicious meat, but they make hilarious noises, so it's like a delicious comedian. If you think of Billy Connolly, imagine he was made of cookie dough, or something like that. That's sort of how I think turkeys should be represented. Billy Connolly, if you are a stormtrooper, then that's great. If you aren't, then anyone who knows Billy Connolly, if they would like to get in touch with him and let him know what I'm all about, that would be great. Okay, so we've got the 7% fat turkey mince, turkey thigh mince indeed, which is good, I guess. I don't know what 7% fat means. I guess you can get leaner stuff. Get off. You can get leaner stuff, but I think we want slightly fatty stuff because the fatty stuff has more flavour. In fact, that's a funny story. My brother, his fiancée once woke up in the middle of the night. Well, didn't really even wake up, just sort of rolled over in the middle of the night and said something in her sleep. She basically said, "Half the fat, half the flavour," and that was it. She went back to sleep and she recalls saying that, not at all. So there you go, spread the turkey, and she's right, because the flavour is in the fat. That's why if you have a sort of fattier, you know, fish or steak or whatever, it tastes better. But lean meat is obviously better for you. I think 7% is reasonable. Am I going to edit this? We'll see. How long is this going to take? Spread the turkey mince out evenly on the line baking tray and cook on the top shelf of the oven for 40 minutes, breaking up well with a wooden spoon every 10 minutes. It should have a dark, even colour and resemble large coffee granules. Remove and set aside. Right, so in it goes. Is it nearly 180 yet? 180! Yeah, it's ready. In it goes. I will show you the in. There it is. It's in there. You can see it. See? Look at that. Oh, it's quite hot. Top shelf, done. Okie doke. So next, I guess, is the next step. Heat the oil in a large non-stick saucepan over a medium heat. Add the onions, carrots, celery, garlic, caraway seeds, dried herbs, tomato puree, red wine, tomatoes, chicken stock. We've got loads of stuff to put in. So what we're going to do first is find all those things. In my fridge, can you see my fridge? You can't really, can you? I'm going to move this round like this so you can see my fridge. There it is. So I've got a fridge. What do we need? We need 150 grams of carrots, 100 grams of celery, 2 large onions. Well, the onions are over here. Yeah, 2 large onions. I've got the bloody fridge open. Celery. Here. Oh, there's beer in there. I might have a beer. Should I have a beer? That would be nice. That is beer, good idea. We need to weigh some of these, don't we? So we've got the celery, we need the carrot. Carrot is at the bottom and the back, which is where I think Scarlett put it when we had our shopping delivered, because go us. There we are. Okay. A big carrot. I tell you, doing this cooking thing turns me into a bit of a plonker. I'm not usually this much of a strange arse. Right, we're going to measure. So, let's get the scales on. There, look at that. Right, we're going to measure it and plonk it on there. So we actually asked for 150 grams of carrots, and I can prove that because, look, on the thing here, oh no, it doesn't say. That's a shame. Carrots. So it's 65p per kilogram, that's good. And I've got 0.232 grams, and that's exactly what this says. That's incredible. You can't really see it, but that's what that says, yeah. But we wanted less than that, so I'm going to have to cut it down a bit. We'll have to use this for something else. Where do we reckon that'll be? So I've got 232 and we need 150. I reckon about there is where we want to make the cut. 145, 144, 143. Uh-oh. This is how we do it. 150! Smash! Look at that. Perfect. Right, that carrot can go over there for another day. What do we need to do with it? We need to dice it. Now I've got my amazing Anolon classic knife, which was given to me as a present. And it makes light work of chopping up scary hard fruits and vegetables. I've not got a very good chopping technique, but there goes some of it onto the floor. It's a good knife nonetheless. Let me just rinse that. Right, we're back. And then, yeah, dice it like this. Look at that. I'm dead scared of this knife though, because it's so sharp. Proper sort of Japanese, what is it? Fully forged high carbon steel. heat treated and ice hardened. Ugh. So somewhere in the, you just have this sort of wonderful imagining in this sort of smoky furnace somewhere in Japan. I need to set a timer for this, don't I? Hey Google, set a timer for 40 minutes.
Sure, 40 minutes. Starting now.
Yeah, we got a Google Home Mini for free because there was a Spotify offer. Put that bit of carrot in the bin that fell on the floor. There was a Spotify offer, and yeah, so we've got it for free, and she does loads of cool stuff like that. So I was going to have to time it on my phone, or I was going to have to time it on... well, there's actually a timer on the oven which I could have used, but it's analog and it's not much fun. So 45 minutes, and we'll see how long it takes. Well, 45 minutes is how long it'll take, isn't it? Well, you've been asking for a Storpey cooking video for at least 600 years since I did the last one, and people are constantly asking. So here it is. I hope it will put you off ever wanting another Cooking with Storpey video ever again, because why do people want to watch this? Why do people want to watch me just chopping carrots? And I never even know what to say on these things. It's just me blathering on, and I blather on enough in games. You must be fed up with them. We could do a cooking live stream at some point as well, couldn't we? Right, dice these up real good. I assume dice means like sort of finely chopped into little cubes like dice, right? Yeah, anyway, I'm so scared of this knife cutting through my fingers. Hey, we could get that live on camera. Storpey chops his hand off by accident, obviously. .com. So, we've got a load of carrot there. We need to chop 2 large onions. Well, we've got some large onions here. Look at that. Big old large onions. Those things. If only I still had the carrot whole. Yeah? And we could have some real fun. I need that piece of stuff that they wrap the vegetables in, because I use these as a kind of trimmings bag to put all the crap in. I've ordered a food bin from my local council because I really want a food bin, but they take like 4 weeks to deliver, because I want to recycle stuff more, you know. I want to recycle things well, and we do throw away a lot of food waste. I mean, not edible food waste like onion skins or whatever. I guess you could eat onion skins, but we're talking about just the sort of peels and things. We don't have a compost heap. We don't have anything like that. Ah, screwed up this onion already. I was about to tell you an amazing way to cut onions, but I've done it wrong already. Come on, that weird skin off. There it is. Look at that. I've never quite seen an onion do that before. We could chop it in half first, because yeah. But then you've got your onion in like this, right? So you've got the thing at that end. You can, if you sort of go in like that, not all the way through. Don't go all the way, and then you can sort of do chops. What are we doing with this? Finely diced. There you go. That's fine. And then you go through the onion like this, cutting almost to the end, like that. I don't know how well you can see any of this. It's all going up on YouTube anyway. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of editing. I think I'm just going to do different camera angles and that's it. It's fun. Okay, there you go. So you do that almost all the way up to the end. So you've sort of got, it's kind of like Thanos' chin, sort of going in stripes down there. And then you just do that, and it all holds together for quite a while. So you get way more little pieces without having to do so much chopping. Look at that, finely diced. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I owe my beautiful wife Scarlett my gratitude for that tip. She told me all about it, and I think she found it on Gordon Ramsay. So cheers, Gordon, and thank you, love of my life, who is actually sitting not feeling very well just behind that camera. watching, I think, Santa Clarita Diet, which looks too silly for me. But I do appreciate the gore that comes into it every now and again. And then you just got to sort of make a mashup of this end bit. I realise I should probably, because I'm right-handed, I should probably have had the camera on this side so you could look down and see properly, but it's too late for that. There you go, that's half an onion diced. We're going to do the same thing with this, so straight down like that, and slice. Oh, I nearly went straight to the end there. So yeah, MasterChef this ain't, but Master Storp to Chef. Sparrow's just behind the camera. Come and say hello, Sparrow. Just stand in front of the camera.
I won't come in front of the camera.
Yes, you will. Come on, just show your facey. Just a little bit of facey, or even just wave with your handy. Handy or facey. There she is. There's my lovely wife.
See you later.
Isn't she the best? She's off somewhere. Not sure what she's up to. Probably having a poo. Probably. Also, God, I really hope that the microphone works. I've got a little something I'm borrowing from work. Actually, it's an old one that they don't need anymore. But it's this little microphone thing that you can see clipped on here. It's like a Bluetooth thing. So that's why my voice should hopefully be picking up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use this camera's onboard microphone, which I do not want to do. Anyhow, that's one onion and the carrots chopped. What am I doing with them? Heat the oil in a large non-stick saucepan. Okay, I think I know just the thing for that. Large non-stick saucepan. Well, what else are we putting in? We're putting all the veg in. Then we're adding in some chopped tomatoes and shit. Okay, right, well let's just do it in this for now. Ta-da! Saucepan. We'll put that there and we'll heat up that oil as it asked. Can you still see it? Yeah, you can sort of still see, can't you? This is really tricky. I did not have the kitchen set up for this kind of thing. A tablespoon of what? Light olive oil. What's light olive oil? I just have regular olive oil. Here. No sponsorship deals here, by the way. It's just me. One. There you go. That's a tablespoon. It's just me. It's just me cooking. I choose the ingredients based on how cheap they are usually. Alright, so that needs to come on. So we need to, if I tilt that forward, you can see the control panel just down here. Hack into the control panel, first of all, by pressing this button here. And you see it said LLLL. That stands for, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's hacking code. Okay, and then you have to very quickly press this button here, and you'll see 4 dashes. That means the maintenance panel is charged and primed. You press this, and you see it comes up with a number, the number 6 precisely. That will be a medium heat. Let me put this back. Yes, number 6 is a medium heat that will hopefully cook what we need it to cook. So that's just how you hack a Samsung interface. So we need that oil to heat, and then we're going to do what with it? Add the onions and cook for about 10 minutes or until softened. So let's just add an onion. We don't need to do it all at once, do we? Just running out of space on this thing. Chuck it all in there. Doesn't matter if a bit of carrot gets in as well, I'm sure. It's all going. I wonder how the exposure is on that onion. I don't know if you can even see it against the white chopping board. There we go. Some carrots got in there as well, but carrots will do what carrots want to do, won't they? There we are. Beautiful. Lovely. And you can even see in there, can't you? It's magic. It's like it's magic, and we're the wizards. Okay. So let's cut up the next onion. I'll try and do this properly this time. There we go. That's what we want. I want to peel it from the top there. Oh God, peeling onions sometimes it's a joy because it happens really easily, but sometimes, holy crap, it can take a good long while. Like watching this video will be. Look at that, nice long peel. I do have another chopping board. I don't know why I'm not using that to sort of store things in the meantime. I don't need the carrots here. Okay, there you go. That's what I meant to do the first time. That. So we've got the, you know, the whiskery end, the bit that really freaks me out. I don't feel good looking at the whiskery end. We will chop it down in half, lengthways, so it's still held together by the scary whiskery end, like so. And then, yeah, we'll just do that again. If you have any tips, by the way, anyone, any budding chefs or cooks or bakers or candlestick makers or butchers, anything out there for how I can improve my cooking techniques, obviously I'm aware they need improving. If you have any tips, please don't leave them down in the comments. Please keep them to yourself and get out of my business, because this is how I do it. And if you want to tell me how you do it, you make your own damn video, yeah, and you post it online, and then I'll watch it, and then I'll listen to what you have to say. You better be cooking with stormtroopers. You're doing coming along, watching this video, and telling me how to cook. How dare you? How dare you? That turkey's starting to smell good. I just realised every 10 minutes I'm supposed to be breaking it up with a wooden spoon. So we'll do that after we've cut this onion, I think. I think one of the keys here will be the fine chopping of the onions. This is why this takes me so long. This to do any kind of cooking really takes me absolutely ages. Scarlett's very messy cook, but I try and be neat cook, but I'm also very not bodily coordinated at all. So everything disappears. There we are. Everything disappears. What am I talking about? Good. Next part of the onion, and then we'll check on that meat. Sparrow hasn't come back. What she's up to? Maybe she's having a poo. Or sleep. She might be going to have a sleep. So she's not feeling super well today. Oh, this is good. This one's working nicely. I'm really impressed with this. Oh, here's some good onion. There we go. Bloop. I've got a message. I wonder who it's going to be. It could be, oh, if it's a message and it's not an email. So if it's an email, it could be from pretty much anywhere, to be honest. If it's a message from someone, it's going to be either my brother, confirming whether he wants to play games tonight or not, but he should be triathlon training right now, so I'd imagine he's not. It's not him. Right, we need to break that stuff up, don't we? It could also be the plumber, the bathroom fitter guy, because I messaged him just now. Where are the oven gloves? There they are. Oh, my eyes are watering. Come here. Oh, my goodness gracious, look at all the fat coming off that. I think I might have to pour that away. Now, you shouldn't pour fat down the sink because it can cause horrible globules. So I'm going to pour it into a bowl instead and then throw it away. But look at that. I mean, yeah, seriously. You haven't been able to see it yet, have you? But look at all the fat and water that's come off that. Could be water, actually. I need the other oven glove. You're going to have to just wait for this. There we go. Right. Put that on there. Now we need to break this up. Move you out the way and do it for the camera. Tell you what, it's really awkward doing this on the camera. Because, as I say, my kitchen is in no way set up for cameras to go anywhere. There's no space. So where you are on that camera there is you are actually in the living room, right next to the sofa, and you've got a big view of the entire kitchen. The other camera, this one that you're watching me do this on, is just sort of on the worktop, pointing straight down. It's very difficult to see. I've got a light source, a couple of light sources, and then there's just me trying to do my thing. God, it's tiring, this. Breaking up turkey. Break it up, turkey. So we've got to keep this cooking until it's sort of crumbly and dark brown. It resembles large coffee granules, it said. And at the moment it really does need breaking up because, God, look at it. It's kind of like a pie. Not a pie. A paste. Whatever it is, yeah, paste, something. Words. I'm tired. We had a lot of drinking last night. I slept pretty well, but oh wow, it looks like breadcrumbs. This can be interesting. Right, that'll do. I'm going to pour a little bit of that delicious stuff back on, I think, just because it's delicious. There we go. Half of it for now. And back in the oven it goes. Great. Next we've got to cut up some celery, haven't we? Add the carrots and celery. So the celery we're looking at 100 grams of diced celery. Let's check that out. Celery. Bloody plastic packaging. Celery is one of the most underrated ingredients, I think, in cooking. From a sort of, a novice perspective, that's about right. Because it's just the most boring ingredient, isn't it? It doesn't taste of very much at all, or it just tastes horrible, depending on who you are. It's the wrong one. I need a spoon for this. Where's the spoon? There it is. Oh, that smells really nice. It's just onion, but wow, nice. It's supposed to be cooking for about 10 minutes or until softened, so I've got some leeway there. Put that in. Ow. Break up those big bits of onion that I didn't chop properly. Yeah, I love the smell of onions cooking. Sweating. What was I talking about? I need to wash this celery. Hang on. Okay, yeah, it was celery I was talking about, wasn't it? I'll cut off those bits. I'll cut off the very ends up here. Yeah, celery it's an underrated ingredient as far as I'm concerned. If you put it into soups and things like that, it is just divine. It's got a great taste to it if you put it with the right stuff. And it's often the thing that's missing when people make vegetable soups or vegetable sauces or things. A bit of celery can go a long way. Sort of a very important flavour that I wouldn't have thought about if it hadn't been for TV shows and stuff and recipe books. Okay, so let's dice this up, shall we? I'm not very good at this bit of chopping where you sort of you leave the point of the knife down there and you sort of go along like that. I'm not very good at that. No, just kidding. All right, look at that. Some good celery. Just need to do the same with this one. Cut that off. So we can have some really nice thin lines of celery. But on its own, celery is crap. I'll give you that. That's that done. So add the carrots and celery and cook for another 5 minutes, then add the garlic and then add some dried herbs and shit. So that's good. We can straight away, I think it's been 10 minutes, hasn't it? Those are looking nice and soft. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll cook this in with it. Don't. Scarlett just finished that for me. She probably won't have heard. Okay, is that everything? It is. Let's go. Cook. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Tell you what I should have done. I should have attached a GoPro to my hat. This hat. To my head. On a hat or something, and then you could have had a bird's eye view of what I was doing. Next time, maybe. As I say, this is no professional cooking show. This is just Storpey cooks, cooking with Storpey. 6 garlic cloves. 6 garlic cloves. Finely grated. Oh, finally, they're grated. Come here. I wish Sainsbury's would give you big garlic. It always gives you these piddly little things. Oh, and I have to peel that. Let's call that 2. I want loads of garlic in this. I always think garlic should be bigger and you should have great big things of it. Cloves. That's what I'm talking about. That's a clove of garlic. Alright, so that's 2, 3, 4. And these get smaller now. 5, 6. Come here, 6. Come to me. Okay, so we've got to finally grate them. I'm not grating garlic. Life is far too short for grating garlic. I'm putting them in my expensive garlic crusher, which is great. I like my expensive garlic crusher. It's even worth peeling this tiny little bit. It's so small. Garlic's a funny one actually, because it often it's one of those things that you can do too much of, apparently. I don't agree. I don't think you can have too much garlic in anything, unless it's cereal or rice pudding or something. But it's one of those things that people say you can have too much of, but I often find that I put loads of garlic in something and I just can't taste it. And I want to be able to taste it. Nice garlic. Make good garlic bread actually. Maybe I'll make that for you at some point. And by make it for you, I mean make it for me. But you can watch. So it's the 1st of April tomorrow, April Fool's Day. This video won't be ready in time for that, but I just wanted to give you an idea as to when I filmed it, to see how long it takes me to edit it and upload the damn thing. Probably be Christmas time. Right, it's probably time to check that turkey again, isn't it? 10 minutes. Well, I did a similar thing before in one of Tom Courage's other recipes. It was with lamb mince, and even though I left it in for sort of twice the amount of time you're supposed to, it still didn't look dark and coffee ground like, so it doesn't matter if I end up leaving it for longer. Plus we've not got really anything to do today. We've got a nice lazy Sunday. We're gonna eat this with our we're gonna eat this in front of our big TV and watch Singing in the Rain, which neither of us has ever seen. Singing in the Rain. It's one of those... There we go. It's one of those films that we definitely should see, I think. I've seen little bits of it, like, you know, the main Singing in the Rain number, and also Make 'em Laugh. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know how the world loves to laugh? Oh, I've not finished the garlic yet. One sec, let me just do that. And now I think it's time to check the old... Oh my goodness, that's a hot oven. Turkey lurkey, that's looking nice. See if that fat's gone in at all. Seeped into the meat. Yeah, it has a bit, that's nice. So we're starting to get some colour up at the edges where it's thinnest, I think. We need to keep it going. Turkey, 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 turkey. Okay. I think it's time for a beer. Straight up lager, San Miguel, but that's definitely no bad thing. I like a lager sometimes. Now seems a good time to have one. So cheers everyone. And drinking is nice with cooking. Beautiful. Well, cheers. Ooh, that's very fragrant, very fresh beer. So I've still tasted kind of, I got a lot of foam in fairness. Yeah, still tastes quite as if it's quite sort of young, sort of early on in its fermenting. Strange. Nice though. Fresh. Sort of alive. Yes, good word for it. Okay, we're going to add the onion, add the garlic and cook for 2 minutes, then we're going to add the other stuff. So, garlic. Here we go. This is my expensive cutter. Oh, crusher. Crusher. Oh dear, beer was a bad idea. Whoops. Oh, I'm just throwing things everywhere. Right. So, oh dear, this is too big. This garlic clove will not fit in. Should have got a more expensive garlic crusher. Put it in that way instead. There we go. Right, and then... Oh yeah, that's how it does. All that. It's much better than grating the stuff. I mean, seriously, who's got time for grating garlic? Even I don't have time for grating garlic, and I've got the whole day. I choose not to grate garlic with my day. Oh, garlic is one of the best things ever. For roast dinners, sometimes what I'll do is put like an entire an entire bulb of garlic in the oven and just let it cook while I'm roasting everything else as well. And then you eat it and boy, it's just sweet and gooey and really garlicky, and the taste is unmatched. Okay, scrape out the crap from inside. The crap being delicious edible garlic, obviously. Use the special what's it to get the holes. Get it all up in those holes and get the garlic out of it. Doesn't matter how expensive your garlic crusher is, it's still messy. The garlic's quite sticky as well. So that's going to go in a bowl of water. Give my hands a cursory rinse and a wipe on my trousers, obviously. I'm changing them today anyway, so it's fine. And then, here we go. Mix that garlic in. I heard a beep. What was that beep? Wasn't Google Home telling me my time's up, so I'm not sure what it was. Hey Google, how long is left on my timer?
8 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
8 minutes and 30 seconds to go, in case you didn't hear that.
Steve, I thought you said my doodle.
My doodle? Ah. Hey doodle. Cool. That's looking good. That's sweating down nicely. That's really good. Let me give you a close-up of that. You can actually see the damn thing. In fact, you know what? I might even move this slightly closer. I don't know why it's so far away. Oh, it's because I can't angle it down very well with this tripod. That's right. And I really don't want it falling over. Yeah, that's about as low down as it'll get angled. Oh, that's actually all right. We'll do that instead. That's good. That doesn't quite get in the way of that, does it? Cool. Right, that's nice. We should have had that from the start. Shall I start again? Throw all this away. Here's what I made earlier. Okay. Think what we're doing. We're going to clean up. And this is what I was saying. This is the difference between me and Scarlett. Scarlett makes stuff in about a third of the amount of time that it takes me. So that's a massive plus, because I take forever to cook anything. But I spend all my time tidying up as I go. And as I say, I'm not very coordinated, which is sticking my bum in the camera. There. Right, I think we need a drink. Garlic's cooking for 2 minutes. Sprinkle in the caraway seeds. There they are. Caraway seeds. We need 2 tablespoons of them. Right, we'll have a little tablespoon measurer here. Has that garlic been cooking for 2 minutes yet? Yeah, it's been about 2 minutes, hasn't it? Well, I asked Google, didn't I? Hey Google, how long's left on my timer?
You've got 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
6 minutes, 28 seconds. Yeah, that's been going for 2 minutes. Right, so 2 tablespoons of caraway seeds. That's insane. And it goes. Oh shit, that's a bit much. Put some back in. There you go. It smells fennelly, all sort of aniseedy. That's nice. Put those back up. I need to show you actually. Look at my spice shelf. It's got all the herbs and spices. That's good stuff. Gotta love having herbs and spices. There. Right, stir that round, and it said cook for. Oh, caraway seeds and dried herbs de Provence. So that's, well, mixed herbs, isn't it, really? Let's be honest, I don't know herbs de Provence. There's one thing of mixed herbs. It's just pot. We're going to be so high after eating this. Right. So we do that and we stir it round. Oh, that's smelling really nice. How's it smelling, Scarlett?
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it smells amazing. I was talking to you, yes. Okay, stir those round for a minute, I think it said. Then add the tomato puree and cook stirring for another minute. Right, okay, well, there's the tomato puree. Shit. Do we have more? Yes, we have. We need 3 tablespoons of the stuff. Alright, well, start pushing it down from this end. That's the thing about tomato puree. It's a bugger to get out of the thing, but if you keep folding it up like this, you can squeeze it all to the end and it's good. Right, 3 tablespoons of this, huh? That'll be about 1. We do have another thing. That will be about... Ha! Burned my fucking finger on the pan, sorry. Jump scare alert. 2, 3. Okay, I think what's left in there is probably the rest of my last tablespoon. Oops. Turn this round. Oh dear. This is what I mean, I get too pernickety. Ow. It's hard. Okay, that's that done. And continue cooking and stir for 1 minute. Then pour in the red wine and let it bubble away. Add the tomatoes and chicken stock, bring to a simmer, then add the turkey to the pan. Simmer very gently for 45 minutes or until you have a thick ragu. Nice. Okay, this is looking good. I'm excited about this. I think it's going to taste really good. Tom Kerridge is one of my favourite chefs. I don't really have many favourite chefs, to be honest. He's sort of the only one I really cook anything from. But yeah, he's the bee's knees. He's really good. He's the dog's bollocks, as we say in this country, all the time, everywhere. Many times a day, we'll say it. Many times an hour, obviously. 200 ml of red wine. Be right back. Oh, God, pardon me. Sorry. Might keep that in. Here we are. We've got a Shiraz. That's what we're going to put in. I need to make sure it's the right amount. So, we'll have a little glass like this, and we will measure it on the glass, in the glass, and as we all know, a milliliter of water is a gram. And for you Americans, I'm not going to be translating into pretend measurements, because they're pretend. Here we go. How much was it? 200 ml. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Okay, that's 161, so we need 39 more to go in. Oh, into the cooking. Wow. 39, can't. 34, 47. I think we know how to sort that out, don't we? $38, that'll do. That tastes good. In it goes. Oh, that's lovely wine. Nice temperature too. I'll have to have some of that later after my beer. Not from the same glass, perhaps. It's a bit big. Okay, this is looking nice. So we've got to let this bubble away. Let it bubble away. During which time, actually, we could probably be doing with getting some stuff on the go. Some chicken stock and things. And also, where am I going to put this? Completely out of sorts because I've arranged everything in the wrong place for the filming. We need to get the chicken, the turkey out. Bash it around a bit. Oh, my eyes. Hey Google, stop that alarm. So it's been 45 minutes. Hey Google, cancel the alarm. There we are. Oh, that's looking a lot. That's looking quite good now. It's quite pale underneath, but that's the consistency we're going for, so we just need to put it back in for a bit longer. I think I might whack up the temperature a bit too. Although actually, what's it say? It should have a dark, even colour and resemble large coffee granules. It's even if I let all the pale bits show, but that's not exactly dark and even, is it? So I guess we'll break up the bits that we can be bothered to break up. Ow! I felt that even through the oven glove. And then this looks good though. He said break it up with a wooden spoon, but I don't know why that would help. I'd rather use something like this that's a bit bigger. I'm usually a real stickler for following recipes, but usually just in terms of the quantities and stuff. And ting. There's these bits I'm neglecting. There we go. Right, I think we'll put that back in for another 10 minutes. Hey Google, set another alarm for 10 minutes. Shit.
Alright, your alarm set for 2:46 PM.
Oh, she set an alarm, that's fine. Back in it goes. Cool. We'll give this a quick wipe down because it looks fine to me. I know you can all see loads of horrible bits all over it, and that's no good. Keeping up appearances, keeping them up. So this is going. What do we need to prepare next? Always be looking ahead. That's what you should be doing. How's this smell? Oh. Steam right up the nose. That's what it smells like. Yeah, burning alcohol. That's what it smells like. Or evaporating alcohol. It's not burning. That's looking like a good sauce already. And we've got to put chicken stock and chopped tomatoes in there, yeah. Which is exactly what I was thinking about. So add the tomatoes and chicken stock, bring to a simmer. So I'm letting this bubble away, the red wine. So we need to just turn it up a bit, and we're going to turn the oven up as well, won't we? There we go. So we need some chopped tomatoes. That's 2 400-gram tins. There we go. Or packs. 1.25 litres of fresh chicken stock. So we're going to have to kettle this. There's a little bit extra in there just in case we need it for anything. I'm going to put the kettle in view, my dirty filthy kettle, just so you can see it, because that's all part and package of the experience, isn't it? There you go, there's the kettle. Kettle and the cooking. You can see it, so kettle there, cooking there, just in case you're unaware of which is which. Cool, and I'll sit here having a drink for a bit, stand here. So we don't have a big kitchen, it's probably about, what, 6 feet? Or 1.83 metres from end to end. Wide, we're looking at maybe about six wide as well, actually, but it's got countertops on either side here and there, so yeah. What's the thing flashing on the camera? Huh, maybe it's a face detection thing. It starts flashing when I get further away. When I get closer and it's, yeah, don't know. I've been recording for 57 minutes. I know it took me about 5 or 10 minutes to get started before I started presenting, but that's a long time. Is kettle going? Yeah, it is. Told you I'm slow. I'm a slow cooker. I'm a slow cooker. This red wine's almost entirely bubbled away. Let it keep going, because you've got to let it bubble away, otherwise the alcohol doesn't burn off. And you need that to happen. Sod the kettle. You don't need to see the kettle. You just need to see what's going on in here. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll show you again. Look at that. Bit gory, actually. So after this, right, chicken stock. Now I need to get into this thing. I usually prefer, if I'm making something that's making a lovely sauce, I usually prefer using these sort of like jelly-like stock pots rather than stock cubes, you know, the dried ones, because these are really good. Chicken stock. So we need 1 1/4 litres of the stuff. One of these makes 500 mils, so we're going to use 2 of these and then put a little bit of a cube in as well. What we're going to do. Need my cubes. Where's my cubes? Aha! I've got half a cube in here, that's perfect. I need a jug. Jug-a-lug. Well, the jug-a-lug is like, it's only a litre fits in there. So I'll have to add a bit more water afterwards. There goes the crumble in the... Oh, you can't see. Damn it, I wish I had a beautiful setup here so you could see everything that's going on. But alas, I only have 2 cameras. There we go. Crumble that in there a bit. Put these deliciousnesses in there as well. Look at that. That's what I mean by jelly-like. I've never tried just eating one of these by itself. I'd imagine it would be too strong, but I'd be tempted to try it. In fact, shall I do that on camera? Let's try. Tiny little bit. There you go, a little bit of jelly. It's like... that's not going to focus, is it? Let's try it. Wow. Oh my god, that is so chickeny and salty. Gosh. Oh. No wonder it's going to taste good when it's in here. You just sort of squeeze it out. There you go. There it goes. I can really smell those caraway seeds cooking down now. There we go. I need to wash my hands. I just finished watching the anime called Hunter x Hunter. It's spelled Hunter x Hunter, but the X is silent for some reason. I finished the last episode, the 148th episode today. 147 if you don't include a recap episode, which I don't. And oh my god, I almost cried because the journey's over. It was such a good show. And if anyone's interested in any kind of anime whatsoever and wants something that's fairly good-natured without, you know, a lot of bouncing boobs all over the place like you often get, so you can't watch it at work or whatever. With some really epic action scenes and some really amazing storytelling and characters that you actually care about. This is the anime for you. My god, this is so full. Shouldn't have filled it so full. But this is a litre, basically. Go on, dissolve. And it's awesome. It's so good. I recommend it. It moves along at a pace as well. Like, it's not just a sort of, you know, slow burning anime. One of the arcs much later on is a bit more slow burning, but so is the manga apparently. It is just phenomenal show, and it's all over. And I'm going to make Scarlett watch it. Haha. Maybe we'll see if she wants to. Right, so that's a litre of stock. I need another quarter of a litre in there. It's nicely mixed, which you missed all of basically, apart from just the top of it, because I didn't angle it properly, did I? Right, I think that's the wine burned off now, so I'll bubbled away. Maybe I'll leave it a bit more. That chicken stock smells good, like proper gravy. There we go. Let's see what I was doing. Those and the tomatoes, so we can open the tomatoes as well. But yeah, I'm not a huge anime fan. I like it. I'm not one of these people that knows, you know, every episode of Neon Evangelion Genesis or whatever it's called, and I never liked Cowboy Bebop, and I've never seen Sailor Moon or anything like that. Fun fact, the person who wrote Hunter x Hunter is married to the person who wrote Sailor Moon, apparently, so there you go. Slightly different animes there, but or different manga, but there you go. Yeah, so I'm not a sort of huge anime nerd or anything, but that show just really did it for me. If anyone, yeah, as I say, if you're looking, if you fancy getting into anime at all, or if you're just interested in the idea of it, and you want some action, and you want some characters, and you want some just interesting world building and stuff like that, this is the one for you. It's fucking amazing, and it's finished now as well. Like, it finished off its stories and storylines and things like that. Right, that's all burned away now. We can put everything else in. So in go the choppered tomatoes. There's my alarm. Okay, Google, stop the alarm. I'll have to talk like a dick. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Here we go. Which computer sings the best? Adele.
Oh dear, that was terrible. For any of you who couldn't hear that, which is probably all of you, it was Which computer sings the best? Adele. And then it went ba-dum tsh. Like the actual sound effect of a drum kit going ba-dum tsh. Wow, that's all tomatoey. Look at that. We've got to throw the turkey in here. Oh my god, we're not going to have a big enough pan. I might have to move it. Here goes the fucking hell chicken stock, which has gone all over the place. I really wish these lids, these spouts when you poured, didn't just pour like idiots. Yeah, this is too full. I'm never going to fit everything in here. I've got a bigger pan. We can use a different one. Now that's going to fizzle away, isn't it? Because it's... Okay, smells nice though. Right, secondary pan, up it comes. It's fine. It's okay. It's not going to be big enough either. I'm sure it is. It's the same frickin' size. We don't have a pan big enough. So, whenever we don't have a pan big enough, I resort to my big pressure cooker thing called an Instant Pot, and it has a great big one of these on the inside, which you can actually use just as a regular thingy. So, oh gosh, how best to do this? I guess get it like that. Oh my goodness. I hate pouring huge quantities of boiling liquid from one thing into another. There we go. That's how I should have started in this, to be honest. I should have known this wasn't going to be a big enough pan. We're going to have loads of stuff here. It's going to be great. Okay, so we can fit the rest of this litre of chicken stock in as well. In you go. And then we need another 250ml. But actually it's got to reduce all the way down, so I'm only going to put in 120. I can't be asked to wait, because that's so liquidy now. I've got to bubble it down for hours. 7. Let's put it on 7. My cooker is now on 7 out of 9. Wipe that over because it's got a load of crap on it. Turn it off, save the battery. Do you see what I mean? See what kind of cook I am? I'm constantly, I do this, do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's all too messy for me. Have a beer. Good stuff. Alright. Put that up to there so you can see what's going on in there, but you can also see anything else I'm doing. So that's it then. Oh, the turkey. Yeah, I should probably get that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's large coffee granules, even coloured, isn't it? Turn the oven off now. Ah, that'll cool things down a bit. Wow, that's very hot. Ooh. Pain. Could we potentially pick it up like that and just pour it in like this? No, that's going to go everywhere. Careful. Right, where was the thing I was using? There it is. Just, I guess, spoon it out like that. The fact that this has holes in doesn't help. But it's all keeping its shape actually, so that's fine. There we go. And now it should be cool enough for paper at least, so I can pick it up and do what I need to do with it. In you go. Oh, listen to that. That rustle. Get all those lovely crispy bits off. They're going to add masses to the flavour, I think. I'm going to try a bit. Didn't taste so much, but that's fine because it's going in something that's delicious, isn't it? So it should be alright. This cannot be recycled, so it goes straight in the bin. In you go. Ha. This can go over here to be washed. Ugh. I should have washed up earlier. Ready. Okay, and then it's just a case of stir this around. Look at that, that's so liquidy. Now we've just got to let it bubble down. So the next step says simmer very gently for 45 minutes or until you have a thick ragu. And simmer gently, I'm not quite sure why I'd do that, because that's going to take hours. But hey, that's what it says. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand here and have a bit of beer while I wait. Meanwhile, put the cabbage in a large bowl, sprinkle liberally with salt and mix well with your hands. Leave for 20 minutes. And the cabbage is shredded into long thin strips. Well, I guess no rest for the Storpey. We should just get on with that. I'll give this time to simmer down slowly, won't it? Right, a large cabbage, a large white cabbage. There it is. Let's see if they've given us the right measurement of this. What have we got? 600 grams, and we have flipping 948 grams. Cheers, Sainsbury's. I suppose, yeah, they don't really come much smaller than that, do they? Right, I guess we peel off the outside leaves. That's what you always do with a cabbage. Like that, one. And then there's this one. This is why I wish I had a food bin. I mean, I suppose I could just wash these outside leaves and eat them, couldn't I? But I have heard bad things about eating what's on the outside even after washing. So there you go. How much does this weigh now? That's going to have significantly reduced its weight. 876. Cool. Getting down and down and down. Let's chop it. So we don't need this bit. This bit's the shitty bit. And presumably we don't need this core bit either. I don't do a lot of cabbage actually, so... Oh dear, that's very tough. How are you supposed to do this? Slice it in half. That's how we're going to do it. There we go, now I can core it. Again, wish I had a food bin. Food waste bin. Throw this away. See if this is 600 by itself. It won't be. 420. 420. It then went down to 418, but I'm going to ignore that because it's a lot more hilarious if we leave it at 420, isn't it? Snoop Dogg. What's this? 500. Bit more. $5.50. Actually, do you know what? We just may as well have the whole flipping cabbage. By the time this is cut out, yeah, let's just use the whole lot. It doesn't matter. And we've got a core to get rid of there anyway, so get rid of that. Cool. That's looking pretty good. I think we can start shredding this. So, cored and shredded into long thin strips. So by shredded, what the hell does he mean? I guess he means... How do you shred something? I guess it's going to shred itself, isn't it, by doing that? But, I don't know. Oh, I'm going to provide a bit of contrasty background here for you, so you can see better what I'm doing by having a black background. Right. I'm getting really tired, I shouldn't have drunk that beer. Shred? Is that shredded? Hey Google, how to shred a cabbage.
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help.
Might possibly help.
On the website toriavi.com, they say, rinse the cabbage and remove the loose outermost leaves so only clean, compact leaves remain. Cut the very bottom of the stem off to flatten the bottom of the cabbage. Turn the cabbage so the stem end is flat against the cutting board. Slice the cabbage in half from top to bottom.
Yeah. Oh, she only told me a few steps, I didn't get to the actual shredding bit. She's just like, take out the outer leaves and wash it, and I forgot to wash this actually, but I've taken the outer leaves off anyway, so it's fine. And then cut off the stem part and then turn the cabbage up. So it's like, I think that looks like shredded cabbage, doesn't it? It's called shredded cabbage linguine, so we'll have to see how it goes, but I think that's fine. It's a good thing we're doing this now actually. I was going to just leave it for an hour and then come back and find out how to do this while the ragu was already finished. So that would have been a shame. So something Sparrow mentioned while I was setting up for this, which is she's like, oh cool, have you asked anyone to, you know, are you doing a Q&A while you're doing it? And I was thinking, crap, I should have done that. That'd have been brilliant. You know, just ask you guys to ask some questions and then I can just, while I'm cooking, just sort of answer them in the worst way possible because I'm terrible at Q&As, but that could be a really good idea. So next time, I've got something else I need to bake soon actually, so maybe I should try and edit this together tonight and upload it for you so you can do that. Yeah, and then I can just answer questions that you guys have while I'm doing the cooking. I think that could be fun. So games I'm playing at the moment. Let's just talk about that first of all. I've said this on live stream a few times, but I'm going to elaborate here because I've got the time. Currently playing Bioshock 2. I bought the entire collection on my PS4. And I've been playing it. And I didn't really enjoy very much of the first one. I thought there was a lot wrong with it. Maybe it's age, I don't know. But there's a lot that I don't think can be attributed to age. Namely, the ending. Final boss and the ending. Absolutely atrocious. And they should be ashamed of themselves. I didn't enjoy that at all. But Bioshock 2 I've had much better time with. It's been a lot more interesting, like from the off. Even though the concept's kind of the same, you're just running through Rapture, killing stuff and finding things. You're playing as a different character. I won't spoil it if no one's played it or wants to play it. But you're playing as a different character, and it's really interesting seeing how stuff sort of comes together and works. And I love it. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's just got to the stage now where it's a little bit, maybe getting a little bit, what's the word? A little bit repetitive, where it's just, you know, huge, great big building after huge, great big building, or loads of rooms, and then thousands of enemies running at you the whole time. And yeah, it just sort of gets tedious after a while. Wow, I'm so tired of all of a sudden. Whew. But yeah, so that's Bioshock 2. I'm quite enjoying it. I think I'm getting like 2/3 of the way through, 3/4 of the way through. Enjoying that. Then there is, what's next? There is XCOM 2, which I'm playing. I'm playing that on my PC. It's so good. Gifted by the twins. Thank you, the twins, again. Almost, I think it was as a Christmas present. And I finally got around to starting playing it. Played the first couple of missions on normal mode, thinking, oh, I could play this on normal mode. Didn't understand the game at all. The tutorial doesn't help, and there's a lot that it assumes you just know from playing the previous game, or that you just know. And so I was making loads of mistakes and not understanding why I was getting my arse handed to me each time. But it turns out, I know. Oh, hang on. Turn the fan on. That's probably one reason. Sorry if that's annoying, but it's got to go on. Yeah, it's one of those things where it could have explained all of the mechanics of the game a lot better, so I don't have to keep alt-tabbing out and watching, reading the wiki and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's so much fun. I've made all of my family, and I've made a couple of friends, and I've made people like that, and myself in the game. You control a lot of soldiers essentially, and it's a tactical turn-based thing. Really cool. And yeah, I've made all of us, so we all have these special missions. My father-in-law was actually just captured by the aliens, which is a shame, but it's so much fun. I played it yesterday for I think 5 hours straight, when Scarlett said, why don't you play that for 10 minutes? And I felt sick afterwards, so I'm having a break from it today. Yeah. Anyhow, what's the next thing we do? We do a thing. What do? Put the cabbage into a large bowl, sprinkle liberally with salt and mix well with your hands. Leave for 20 minutes. Let's do it. I've got a large bowl here. Yeah, the beer was a good idea. I'm less concerned about... That was silly. I'm less concerned about how to worry about framing all of this and editing it now, so whatevs. This is simmering. Is that gentle simmering? I'd say so. That's going to take so long. Good thing we'll just have it for dinner or something, isn't it? Oh, it smells so good though. Oh, yum. Right, so put in a large bowl and mix with your hands. So let's do that. Sprinkle. What? I've forgotten what it said. Sprinkle liberally with salt. So this is another one of those recipes where you just waste a load of salt, essentially. I think this is to get the water out of the cabbage. Osmosis and that. Turn the toaster off while I put the plastic chopping board on top of it. Oh, there's my linguine. Strange. Healthier than pasta though, I guess. Right, salt. We're going to be rinsing the salt off, so don't worry, I'm not eating this much salt. That's pretty liberal, I think. So what the salt will do is create a significant difference in water content between the inside of the cabbage and the outside of the cabbage, and therefore water will move across the membrane of the cabbage and the water will come out and just drip down to the bottom of the bowl, and then we've got nice dry cabbage to use. I assume is how it works. Okay, and then we just have to wait for the ragu to go down and for the cabbage to be dried. So yeah, I'll edit this bit out. Just have a drink while I wait. Oh, you caught me just having a little bit of red wine. Now, it has been just over a year since I last recorded the first half of this, and as you can see, the ragu has thickened somewhat. It's not quite there yet, it's still got a bit more thickening to go, there's plenty of liquid in there, but the majority of it is now solid rather than liquid. I mean, look at that. We've had a little taste and it tastes sublime, which is great. So we're pleased with that. Now we just need to... Mess. Now we just need to do the cabbage. So we take this cabbage, as you can see. Well, as you might be able to see, look at all the water. You can see that's starting to roll off there, can't you? That's all the water that's come off the cabbage. So now we just need to rinse that away. I guess I could. Let's do this. Okay, so got ourselves a colander. And yeah, in goes the cabbage, out comes the water. I'm going to rinse all this salt off. Oh, it's made it softer, I'll tell you that. It's made it a lot softer. Yeah, it's going to be good. Feeling greeny, I think. Just need to make sure we get all the salt off it, because otherwise it's just going to be horrible. Disgusting. In fact, in the time that I was gone, it took an entire XCOM moderate difficulty mission to get that ragu simmered down to that point. So yeah, right, drain this, and then it says, rinse the cabbage thoroughly and drain well. Heat a non-stick pan over a medium heat. Add the cabbage with the water. What water? Oh, 120 ml, okay. A large non-stick pan. How much call do you think there'd be for a Storpey Eats channel? Do you reckon? Storpey Eats. So I get to just eat food, and you guys can watch me eat it, and I can go, that's delicious.
Guys say no.
Scarlett's telling you all to say no. I think it could be good.
Sounds horrible.
Continuing on with what we were doing. Oh, that's still really liquidy. It's going to take flipping ages. I should have started this at 11 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. Go play another XCOM mission. Oh yeah, we were going to be doing this, weren't we? So, we're going to put the cabbage in there with some water, and then we'll stir it until it drains. Sorry, stir it until it wilts, and then we'll drain it. But I think for now we've just got to let this simmer down a bit more, really. I guess we could have a nice liquidy ragu, but I mean, a ragu is not liquidy, is it? A ragu is nice and solid. In fact, you can see in the book, here's the book, that's what it's supposed to look like. And that, to me, is like nice and solid. Mine's still got a lot of liquid to go. See, I've got the PO box I've ordered, by the way. Thought you might like to know. I've ordered the PO box, and I'll be getting a letter about it this coming week. So hopefully I'll be able to release a video about it and let you all know what to expect and how to use it. Very exciting. And it gets delivered straight to my door here, so I'm really excited about that too. I should have it for 6 months as well, which means I'm going to have, you'll have plenty of time to send in your weird things. Changed my mind. I think one of these is going to be better for the cabbage. I don't think that's quite right. I think you need a frying pan, whatever you want to call it. Huh. So one thing we could do, obviously, is do the taste test on camera. So there we go. Get ourselves a nice wee spoonful. There we go, nice wee spoonful. In fact, it'd be better to do it here. There you go, a nice wee spoonful. That's what we're going to try. Oh my god. There you go, Storpey eats. That's really delicious, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like when it's properly reduced down. I guess I could drain off all the rest of this, couldn't I? Drain it into a soup or something. But no, that's silly. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to turn the heat up a bit. Really get it going. I suppose something to think about is that all of this is happening as a result of the steam, right? So everything that's coming out of here, all the liquid is coming out as steam up here. I mean, you can probably see the steam, I guess. There you go. All of this is just is the water that's coming out of there, and there was about there's about that much water that I had to get through, that then has to come up from the pan, just as steam. So no wonder it's taking ages. Kind of makes sense. Thank goodness I didn't make ramen. I think I've got to. What did I have to do for that? I had to boil a chicken for like 6 hours. This has been 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know. Yeah, 3 hours. We'll get there. Thinking about it, this serves 4 and there's 2 of us, right? Simple maths. So what I'm going to have to do with this cabbage, I think I'm going to have to take half of it and reserve it, because I don't imagine it will heat up, like reheat well once it's been cooked. So let's just, get out of the way. Put half of it in here, I guess, for next time. And we can cook it the same way as we're about to, but yeah, next time instead. It's never going to fit. I have to really crunch this down. Gosh. Yeah, that's fine. Great. There's half my cabbage for next time. Oh, there's still curry from last night in the fridge. Oh, could have just heated that up. Much nicer. Day 47 in the Big Brother house. The ragu is still simmering. It's still simmering. There it is. Oh, I want to eat it. I surely do. Well, I lost myself there. Whew. Suppose I could do some washing up while I wait, couldn't I? Should do some washing up and just talk. I like doing the washing up. I think it's a nice thing to do sometimes. Alright, empty the old bowls. I think the thing about washing up is that it's something that you can never be bothered to do, and then you finally do it and you go, oh my god, I'm so glad I did that. Because it sort of takes you from a kitchen that is entirely full of crap to a kitchen that is nice and you actually don't mind looking at. And here you go, yeah. No, you're getting a full video here, aren't you? This is going to be an hour long, maybe more. Even with editing, I'm going to keep as much of this in as possible. I have to find a crap ton of royalty-free music, aren't I? It's nice. This is perfect for a Sunday because I was saying to Scarlett recently, I often run into the problem of well, I think it's a problem of doing too much at weekends, right? So I end up doing loads. Even if it's just staying at home, I'm like, oh, I want to hoover the house. I want to do some streaming. I want to do some recording. I want to Skype my mum. I want to Skype my dad. I want to go out bird watching. I want to go and play D&D. I want to play D&D at home with Scarlett, and I want to watch 2 films, play 3 games, and continue our television series. and then all of the other stuff that comes with life, you know, all the sort of admin stuff. And that can be a bit much. And I think today has been a bit different because I started off cooking at 1 something, 1:30, and it's now, it's been going for over 2 hours. Well over 2 hours. And that just means I'm gonna, you've got to do these. These are the pull top things for beers. Not pull top, what they're called, the ring things. And you've got to cut them because otherwise animals get their heads caught and they get their little neckies stuck, and it's horrible. Yeah, so doing this has been quite nice. It's sort of some focused, a nice bit of focused relaxation, and it's forced me to, sorry for all the clashing, it's forced me to be just a bit less bothered about what's going on today, you know, not so worried about a schedule and timings and things like that. I was originally going to stream later, and seeing how long this was taking, I decided not to. But it's just nice, right? I don't tend to just relax and forget about the time and forget about all the things I want to do, and instead just get caught up in the moment and enjoy what I'm doing. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm getting caught up in the moment and just enjoying it, rather than feeling like I've got a checklist to get through. And actually that's quite an important thing I've just realised there. Sometimes I just need to switch that off, and rather than trying to have as much fun as I'm trying to have and want to have, instead I can switch it off and have fun. In fact, it's something I was thinking about recently, where this is such a self-indulgent video, I apologise, where I was going for a walk around the park, and I was sending a message to our builder. I was walking for exercise around the park. I was trying to get in contact with my brother for something, and I had several ideas about what I wanted to do later that afternoon. This was all yesterday. And at that time I was sort of doing all that, and then I saw just various parents with their kids, because it was a nice day yesterday. These parents with their kids all just walking towards the park, and then going there and then just, you know, chilling out and lying down in the sun, or, you know, going and playing or whatever. And I just poured water all over the gloves. And I realised, hang on, these guys aren't doing that. They're not forming a horrible great list that they need to get through of fun things to do, all the things they want to do. They're just sort of taking the weekend and going, yeah, let's go to the park. It's a nice day. We'll go to the park and it'll be lovely. And so that's what they've done. And I really commend that, and I think I could probably do with being a bit more like that. Oh, it's a nice day today, I'm going to do this for a bit. Rather than, oh gosh, I'm just stirring this ragu for a second and it's, oh dear, it feels like it's burning a bit on the bottom, that's not good. Oh dear, no, I've got to turn that down. Turn it down. So it's funny, isn't it, the things you can learn from just watching other people go about their daily lives. Things that are completely unimportant and regular for them are a revelation for you. Okay. Plus, washing up as you go when you cook, you feel so virtuous, and then at the end it doesn't seem so bad at all, because while you're cooking, you know, you can always there's always time in cooking to do stuff like this, and so you may as well do it, and then you go, oh my goodness, this is incredible. I've done everything. I can just sit and enjoy it, rather than thinking about how I'm going to clean it all later. What a reflective journey this has been. Normally cooking's about the destination, but this has been about the journey. Yeah. Leaving the washing up for just a moment. I'm going to come back to my ragu and the cabbage as well. Oh god, getting them in that place. There you go. So, liquid's definitely plummeting. Oh yeah. It still smells amazing too. Thing is, when you heat it up, it is a lot more liquidy, but when it cools down, the liquid sort of goes down with it. So, no, we don't have that long to go. I do have one more step though. I've got to get a handful of basil leaves and roughly chop them. So, guess I'll be back with the basil leaves. They're in the bedroom. Et voila, a handful of basil leaves. Time to roughly chop them. I have just washed up the knife, so screw it. I can wash it again. I always think that roughly chopped, you sort of have to go. But yeah, I'm sure that's not the case. There we go. A handful of fresh basil leaves roughly chopped. We've got 3 different herbs on our windowsill. We've got curly leaf parsley, coriander and basil. And it's great having them on the windowsill because they just get all the sun there, and then you just water them. And actually I need to do that now. One of them was looking dead. I'll use my pint glass. I reckon that's done. I reckon that's thick. Let's do. So the next step is to put this into a pan that is on a medium heat. Get all those lovely bits of cabbage up. And add that water in, I guess. Until it wilts, it said. So that's how we're going to do it. Medium heat, non-stick pan, fine. Stir until it wilts. Or won't it? Wilt it? Or won't it? I'm going to use my spoon that I was presented with by my sister, which she made for me. It says Stephen. She made it for me when she was at school, when I was a wee boy, and somehow I've ended up with it. And it's really dark because I stirred elderberry liqueur with it. Not liqueur. When I was making elderberry wine, I stirred it with this to get it all going, and it stained it so badly it's still really dark. That was well over a year ago now. Right, so we just leave that until it wilts. Wilts. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, we're nearly there. I just read something in this book. It says salting the cabbage softens it slightly, yet it still retains a good level of crunch. It makes it more like linguine, I guess. Oh. Something the recipe says in the ingredients list, but not in the instructions, is black pepper and freshly ground black pepper. And I think you've got to put some black pepper in, haven't you? It's got to have shit tons. Salt, I think we're all right on. It's got a load of stock cubes in it. It tastes good. Oh, gosh, that looks so good. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yeah, that is wilting, not wilting, simmering down beautifully. That's a thick ragu. I think I'd say that is a thick ragu. Have a look. Of course you do. Of course you do. Have a look at my thick ragu. Look at this. Oh, I wonder how that looks on the camera, because I can only just about see. Hey, get swifty. Oh, I don't know about that, Rick. Oh yeah, Morty. I think we should go and make turkey ragu. Oh well, I don't know. Turkey is not really something you put in a ragu. Oh yeah, but Morty, it's better. It's better for the environment, for the world. You know, Morty. Shit, ad-libbing later. We're still waiting for the flipping cabbage to start wilting. So we don't really have to cook it for long, I guess. It's just a case of waiting. I'm so tired. Sparrow's gone to sleep on the sofa. Is it even hot yet? Oh, it's warm. It's warm. Oh, tell you what, we can get some bowls ready, can't we? Now, I prefer a bowl like this. Oh, it's so bright, that light. Come on, turn down. I prefer a bowl like this because it holds in any sort of sauce, and it's delicious. Who cares? No one cares. No one cares about any of this. I don't know if I'll even upload it. I'm gonna have to. I promised everyone that I would. Let's get the bowls here so they get nice and warm by the ragu. Ooh, stir it, it's starting to wilt. This is exciting, it means we're nearly ready to eat. Oh my goodness. So I was going to sneak up on Scarlett, who was basically just down there as you look. She was just down there on the sofa falling asleep, and I was going to sneak up on her with the camera and go, ah. And she obviously heard me say, oh, I think we're nearly there, and that sort of awoke something, and little hungry Scarlett Chew is up and about. So I, lost that chance. Hello, my love. You alright? You're talking to your wine, that's nice. Right, it's time to taste a bit of this, innit? Bit of the cabbage linguine. Turn that shit down. Oh crap, that's really salty. Be fine. Right, let's turn off this salty linguine and drain it. Still got the washing up going, so I'm going to have to avoid that. Screw it, and it goes. It's a bit too salty. Scarlett,
Yeah, darling.
try this. It's the cabbage linguine. Salty. Yeah. So you're supposed to salt it loads and then and then you drain and then you rinse it all,
Yeah.
like all the salt off, and then it's a bit softer. That tastes. I rinsed it shit tons. Yeah, got proof on camera. I don't know. It feels like it's cooked on.
I mean, it's nice. It's not too salty.
I feel it would be if you have more than one bit, like with the ragu.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit, am I going to have to just cook up regular spaghetti?
You could just have regular
It's not the end of the world, is it?
It was tasty.
Yeah, it is tasty. It's just so salty. Right, okay. New plan. Let's try rinsing the bastard. Rinse it in warm water, see what happens. Let's get rinsing. If I do it with warm water, at least it'll still be like nice and warm to eat. Oh, that's very hot. Of course it is. Right, let's see if this... Oh. Yeah, the salt's got inside it. What a stupid concept. Alright. Guess we're doing regular spaghetti. That's so annoying. The whole point of this is it's supposed to be a healthy alternative to having loads of pasta. Well, at least it can simmer for even longer, can't it? Oh, for fuck's sake, we don't even have any fucking spaghetti. Oh. Yes, let's use the shell pasta.
There's nothing wrong with the shell pasta.
Oh. It's not fucking linguine, is it?
Yeah, but shell pasta.
Yeah, but shell pasta, that is true.
Shell pasta rock.
It does rock. Well, how did we salt stuff before and it didn't get it all horribly salty like that? Because that's inedible. I'm going to have to chuck that. I've just tried rinsing it really thoroughly and the salt is like stuck in the cabbage. Well, that's completely rinsed. Ugh. It's just salt. I suppose I could soak it. Would the salt then come out if I just soaked it for half an hour? I'm not soaking it for half an hour. Oh, rubbish. So here's some shitty shell pasta that you're not supposed to use. Nice and loud. I'm not even going to measure it. That's how unbothered I am now. Should have made fucking cheese on toast or something. Raging. I think I know what happened. I used British table salt.
Ah, sea salt would work better.
I wonder if it should have been sea salt, like that coarse sea salt, so it wouldn't all get into the cabbage maybe.
It's dissolved.
I reckon that's probably what it was.
I've made the same mistake with mackerel, but you know when I made that sushi, the mackerel was just so salty.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, Scarlett made mackerel sushi once. She had to salt the mackerel. And I think she's saying she used table salt. And that just, did it. We've got sea salt as well, annoyingly. I've got loads of coarse sea salt, never mind. Next time. So, once the kettle has boiled, you pour the water onto the pasta and turn on the hob. Like so. God God's sake, making pasta. And then you just let it, ta-da, let it boil. Where's the lid? You need a lid. Look what they're driving me to. As you can see, the pasta is starting to boil-ish. Oh, nearly boiled over. Just caught it in time. The ragu is totally done now, so what I'm going to do is weigh how much it is so I can divide it into into two, I guess. I know this thing is 800 grams. Ooh! And this weighs exactly 2,804 grams, so that basically means we get 500 grams of deliciousness each per portion. That's awesome. Happy with that. Right. We test a bit of pasta to see if it is al dente. Of course you can't see it, can you? There you go. Perfect. Which means that we're almost ready to eat. There we are. Time to dish up. I'm supposed to stick all this in here and fold it in. The basil, that is. Consider it folded. Yeah. And then, the good bit. We get the pasta. We divide it evenly between the two bowls. Can't believe I'm narrating this bit. It's like, oh lol, I'm putting pre-cooked pasta into a bowl. Sorry, not pre-cooked, whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm cross because the cabbage didn't work. Then it's ragu time, and I said 500 grams per person, didn't I? So let's measure it. Let's measure that. Turn that awful noise off now. Okay, there we go. I can't believe we get 500 grams of this each. That's ludicrous. That's huge. This is from a diet book. It shouldn't be that big. Well, there's one portion anyway. Second portion. Up we come. Got a fizzling thing. There we go. Actually, that's a bit much. Yeah, that'll do. Good. A fini. That took absolutely ages, and I'm hoping it's going to be delicious. So, yeah. There you go. You're not going to have me eating it. It will be delicious because it's, it's this. Can't be any worse. Can't be bad. And life is full of anticlimaxes, and this is yet another one of them. So, spoon and spoon. It's dinner time, it's dinner time.
Yay!
La 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 la, it's dinner time.
Thank you very much.
Time for some dinner. Dinner time. Yummy, yummy, yummy,
Looks
yummy,
really,
yum.
really good.
Right, so we've got to try it for the camera. And then we can just, enjoy ourselves.
I'll just try the ragu bit, can't I?
And try whatever you like. It's all yours.
It smells really nice.
It does, doesn't it? Is it worth? Oh dear, you can't even see my face. Hello.
Oh, that's nice. I think it's really good.
It is nice. Yeah, I like it. It's good. 4 hours good, or just pretty good. Would have been better with the cabbage. Oh well, life is full of anticlimaxes, as I say. See you on the next one. Delicious.
I haven't tried it with the pasta yet.
Oh, that's what I live for. That face. Bye. Let's drop this a sec. How do I drop it? That's that button. Smash.